What's up, viewers? I'm Zadis.
And I'm Zane.
And this is our top anticipated movies for 2017. Let's hit it.
Oh yeah. My number 5 is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions. The reason I put this on my list is because I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, and it's such a big nostalgia point for me. I still play the card game.
My turn. My number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy. When I was making my list, it was a lot higher, but then I decided to push it down because, like, the rest of my list kind of has new stuff going on. I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of just a new paint on the last movie. Like, I guess I haven't dug into it very much, so I don't know what new is going on, except that baby Groot. That's gonna be cute.
He's so cute.
I thought he was just gonna be a cute point, but when you see him take out that one guy, you're like, oh man, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. But, yeah. I know I'm gonna love Guardians of the Galaxy, and it has a great cast, so that's why it's number 5.
Alright, number 4. My number 4 is Power Rangers. Again, another nostalgia point. I love Power Rangers. Except I'm kind of nervous about this one because they're trying to go for a serious tone. And I read some of the stuff online, I'm kind of nervous. But I'm excited at the same time.
Go, go, Power Rangers.
That was good. My number 4 is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions. Like, I also, like, for top 5s and stuff, like, lists like this, I don't like nostalgia to kind of come in, but I mean, come on. It's the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie in how many years? And the first movie and Bonds Beyond Time, like, they were really short and just left me wanting more. So, here it is. Here's the more that I wanted. So, I mean, yeah, we both still play the card game, so it's pretty awesome.
Kaiba.
Yeah, we're gonna stay tuned to Z-View. I'm gonna, like, for the release of the movie, I'm gonna have a whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Week, so we're probably gonna be dueling and playing some games of Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's pretty dear to our hearts, so that's why it's on our list.
Number 3. My number 3 is The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower is a book by Stephen King, and it was one of my favorite books to read in high school. So, let's see how well they do with that movie. Plus, it's got Matthew McConaughey in it, so
I don't know much about that movie.
you'll have to find out when you watch the movie.
Alright, I guess that makes sense. My number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, Civil War was pretty much a big trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming, and I loved it. It got me really interested in what Tom Holland can do as Spider-Man. 2 things I'm not really excited about. I hope Tony Stark doesn't, like, overshadow him. He seems like he's being a kind of prominent part in this movie, and I just hope it's more Spider-Man than Iron Man. And I'm not really a fan of how Vulture looks, but I guess kind of make him more mechanized for the future. That makes sense. But my huge point is I want to see, I mean, hate me if you want, but I loved the other ones, not Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was garbage.
I actually liked that one when I first saw it, but then I saw it for a second time, and I realized how bad it really was.
It's horrible. But that being said, I loved Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I thought he was perfect, so I'm interested, a little bit scared, to see if Tom can beat out Andrew Garfield in my mind.
Yeah. Alright. Number 2.
That was cute.
Alright, my number 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, I'm a big Marvel fan. I loved the first one, surprisingly.
Yeah. I mean,
And plus, Chris Pratt's in it.
Chris Pratt is amazing.
I'm excited to see what they do. And I think it's got a father theme to it. I think.
Oh yeah, I heard that. You might find out who his dad is or something.
Yeah, his dad's played by Kurt Russell.
Oh, love. Alright, my number 2 is Logan. Just watching the trailer, you can tell that this isn't gonna be your typical beat 'em up Marvel movie. I guess it hits more on the emotional level, I guess. I don't know, watch the trailer and you'll understand.
Plus X-23 is gonna be in it.
Yeah, and it just seems like it's gonna have a completely different tone, and I mean, my father kind of instilled Wolverine into me, my middle name being Logan and all, and I was born 3/23/93, and it's coming out March 3rd. Coincidence? I don't know.
All right, honorable mention number 1, Logan. I saw the trailer, intrigued. The second honorable mention is Star Wars Episode 8. Yeah. Alright, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do now that Carrie Fisher's character, or Carrie Fisher, is dead. You know?
I think she finished her episode 8 stuff, I heard somewhere.
Yeah.
So maybe it won't be affected until the one after.
Yeah. Alright, and then finally we have Stephen King's It, the remake of the 1990. It was like a mini-series, but then they made it into a movie. But that movie scared the crap out of me. Plus, I don't think the movie was that good anyways, because they couldn't do a lot. So I'm hoping that now that they're going to make it into a movie, they can make it better, because the book is actually pretty good. I read it.
My honorable mentions. My number 1, my first honorable mention is Resident Evil. I'm a huge fan of the video games. The movies aren't as good as the games in my opinion, but I mean, I've been through 5 movies so far, so I'm wondering how they're going to wrap it up. And my second honorable mention would probably be Blade Runner. I forgot what year, 2055 or something like that.
2049.
But the first Blade Runner was really good, and I'm wondering how they're going to expand the universe now that it's like, I don't know when the first one came out, but it's so many years later. So,
Plus,
advancements and whatever.
Plus, they put Ryan Gosling in it, so they're serious.
This guy and Ryan. And then my third honorable mention is probably Baywatch. I am not a fan of The Rock being in movies at all. I feel like he's all over the place, and it's like, oh, come on. But, like, this actually looks really good, and I'm a sucker for Zac Efron, and when he showed up, I'm like, I want to go see that movie. And it's like rebooting the old TV series like 21 Jump Street did, and they did that perfectly, so I'm pretty interested.
Alright.
Do you guys have yours?
My number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys gonna say your number ones before we say our number ones?
Alright. This
Jig
is for both here.
Woof here.
My number 1 would be Star Wars Episode 8, because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, and I'm interested to see how far they take it.
This is Girl. And I don't watch a lot of movies at all. You could probably say, hey, have you seen this movie? And I'd say no.
Shame.
And the only movie I'm really excited about is Guardians of the Galaxy, because Chris Pratt is adorable and attractive. And Groot is adorable and not attractive.
Sad.
What's attractive?
Wait, everyone shut up now.
Our number ones. Alright, my number 1 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man, not my favorite superhero. He's probably my second favorite superhero, but as a little kid, he was my favorite. Yeah, more recently, he's been beat out by The Flash because the Flash TV series is amazing.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started.
You know?
No.
Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm excited to see it.
Well, that was a great review. My number one, it's kind of out of nowhere. Kingsman Golden Circle. Or The Golden Circle.
Ooh, I totally forgot that movie was coming out this year.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, on a whim, I bought the first movie. I saw the trailer a couple times, like, I love spies. I mean, that's back when I was rich, so I could throw monies on movies. So I just, like, I'll buy this. And I was pleasantly surprised. I usually rent them first, but it's amazing how they did all the espionage stuff. When I was a kid, I was a huge fan of like spy stuff. I mean, what kid wasn't? I read most of the Alex Rider series, which is pretty much the same thing. They just have these practical gadgets, and like you wish you had them too, and just let your mind wander.
I know. Agent Cody and Banks and Spy Kids, I love those movies as a kid.
So like, when I watched this movie, I was just left wanting more, and so I'm really excited for the next installment. I wonder what they're gonna do next.
I heard that they're gonna team up with their American counterparts, the Secret Service, I think.
Oh, that sounds
And
pretty
I heard
awesome.
like Channing Tatum's supposed to be in it,
Oh, that doesn't sound awesome.
and Elton John for some reason.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Wow, there's a lot of mysteries in this movie. so-
Interesting casting choices.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go check it out.
All right, so what was your number one anticipated movie of 2017?
Let us know in the comments below, and like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah.
So, I'll view you guys later.
And I'll see you later.
I'm just excited to watch Guardians of the Galaxy because Chris Pratt is dreamy and
Ew.
Groot is cute.
They're probably gonna have to do that again. They probably couldn't hear him sneeze.
Okay, wait.
I mean, you watched Civil War. That was pretty much a big trailer for Homecoming, and I loved it. And Jacoby, shh. Fan of like kid spies, like Alex Rider series. Did you ever read that?
Yet you haven't seen Spy Kids.
Shut up! You just ruined my whole review.
Yeah, you ruined his whole review. Gosh.
Are you done?
This is girl.
I can't see you pointing at yourself.
It helps me to gesture, okay?
Right.
You don't gesture when you're filming by yourself?
You.
I
It
do
makes
when
it
I'm
more
talking to
natural.
myself.
Ah! This is girl.
Alright. But I was talking when you did that.
Oh my
One more
gosh.
time.
I mean, if you don't know what it is, he's a scary clown. That made me afraid to take a shower for like 3 years.
Oh.
I actually had to shower with Jagger.
No. That's
That I was. I was 5. Okay, I was 5. Okay,
I wasn't as young as you'd want me to be.
I was 5.
Mhm.
You better put that in there.
do not put it in there.
I just.
Part that he was 5 or that he showered with you. I'm just a little bit curious.
Oh,
Can we cut that part out?
I used to
Please.
take baths with my older
Fine.
brother. It's
Oh my
no big
gosh.
deal. People do that.
it's weird. Nobody needs to know that.
Okay, it's my turn. We're done with that.